It's a bright and sunny day with no clouds in sight.
A man walks out of his apartment and towards his car. He decides to go on a drive, somewhere he doesn't even know yet. While he's driving, he hears his stomach growling and starts thinking of some restaurants close by. As he continues to drive, he stops at a red light.
While waiting there, he thinks of what to eat.
Chicken, steak, hamburger,
he says to himself. He continues to ponder when suddenly a flash of white hits him.
It was only for about 5 seconds he saw his entire future.
His entire boring, bland, lonely future. It felt so real to him. Like he just lived his whole life and is now back in his car. What the hell? He exclaims. Was that my life? He starts shaking. The light turns green, but his foot is slammed into the brake.
Cars behind him start honking until he finally starts to drive. Why is all he could muster from his voice.
This man's life has been nothing for the past few years. A loner in an apartment, working part-time at a fast food joint.
His future seems bleak, with no friends, family, loved ones, working non-stop to get paid only to indulge in food and other useless wants.
I have no future, he shakenly states.
His grip on the wheel loosening, his eyes going blurry.
I have nothing, no one, and it'll be like that my whole life. Why even try then if that's how my life will be?
That flash of white hit him like a train, spiraling his mind, seeing his life so dull and lifeless, contributing nothing to the world.
He starts breathing abnormally. His grip on the wheel tightens as he yanks it to the right. I'm not living a life like that.
He screams with tears in his eyes.
The car flies off the road onto the dirt, his foot grinding into the gas pedal. He drives through a chain-link fence into a construction site of a building, nearly missing some workers, and into a giant pit. The car falls and is immediately impaled by some metal pipes. The impact shakes the foundation and the whole building falls into itself. The man is buried beneath concrete and rebar encased in his car.
Luckily, all the workers fled before any serious harm came to them.
The police and fire department are called and rushed over.
The stability of the site is uneven. Attempting to dig him out is near impossible and useless as he's most likely dead. It would waste time, money, and resources to get him out.
The project on the building was terminated. 13 days later, some kids are hanging around at the site.
It's become a hotspot for them to goof around.
One of them is sitting on some concrete listening to music until he hears some faint tapping on metal.
He turns off his music and starts listening to the ground.
The tapping starts again rhythmically along with scraping, almost in a pattern. Tap, tap, tap. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Tap, tap, tap. It's silent for a few seconds until it starts again.
The kid realizes it's Morse code and jots it in his phone's note app.
Dot, 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 dash, 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 dot, dot, dot. He whispers to himself.
Plugging it into a Morse code translator, SOS comes up.
Oh my god, he shouts.
There's someone underneath here.
The other kids rush over and also hear the tapping. Since the initial fall of the building, the ground has become more stable.
Stable enough for the kids to grab concrete slabs and toss metal aside.
After a few hours of digging and a small opening, they can hear a voice.
He's almost out.
One of the kids shouted.
They keep digging until a hand sprouts from the ground. All of them are taken aback by what they see. It's a human hand, but something's off. Half of it looks to be replaced by metal.
A half metal, half flesh hand.